Hey, I'm back. Trying to be quiet, but it wasn't that long since my last video, and I went back and reflected because that's what I do before I make a video, so I kind of not stay on the same subject, but pick up where I left off. And it seemed like the last two they kind of coincided. Like I was talking about career change and what I want to do, and so I'm kind of in the same space. Homeless again. I went through a bad breakup and I left this time because, staying because I feel like I have the right to because I'm the one paying for everything, it's never gotten me anywhere. So I left and now I just have to wait for the lease to end because I couldn't get my name off the lease before I can go and get a new place. So right now I'm staying with one of my clients and I'm very grateful for her and her family opening their doors to me, but it is stressful and it's embarrassing, and I wanted to come on today because I attended a comedy show tonight, and the topic was love and heartbreak. And so many people don't know this, but even though my breakup, I ended up talking to him again. So we're kind of dating, but I'm like, we're going to do things right this time. So we're taking it slow. I'm not coming back to the apartment. I'm not going to live with you. Like, I'm not staying the night. I'm not coming into the apartment. Like, I've set all these boundaries, and it's not going so good right now. And part of it is like, I know that enough time hasn't passed, so he hasn't changed. So I'm aware of this, but it's also like I still love him, so I want to give him a chance. But this time, he's not wearing his facade as well as he did the first time around to get me. I'm sorry, I need to get comfortable. So, yeah, I'm like, let's take things slow because I know you haven't changed. A month has passed, like it hasn't given you enough time to change. And he swears like losing me made him realize how much he loves me, whatever, like he's going to be a better man. But I've been hanging out with my friends. So 2 videos ago, I was talking about how this year for New Year's, I said my resolution was to be in a more elite circle. So I feel like I finally found my tribe. Like, one of my close friends, she moved back to Houston, and then I ended up making friends with a coworker, and she invited me into her little clique, and they all accepted me as a friend. And like, I have things to do now. Like, I have things to look forward to other than work. And it's like lately, since this weekend, he's been making me feel like ashamed of having friends. And I had to think about it today, and I was like, you don't get to do that. You don't get to isolate me. No, my friends aren't more important than you, but they made plans with me. And you should be happy that I'm actually living a life versus when we were together the first time around, I would come home from work late at night exhausted and just pass out. And it's like, if you really loved me, you would want to see me happy and, out here experiencing life and enjoying myself. Not trying to isolate me or feel like, you should be a priority or the only person I'm hanging out with, especially if you're not making the effort to make plans. Like, me and my friends had plans in advance. So because I didn't see you today, like, you didn't put any intention there. And so it's like, I'm really like realizing what I will and won't tolerate and like what I want to accept from life or from a relationship. And I don't feel like it's going to last this time around. And I just need to be focused on me anyway. I need to focus on getting a place. I had this discussion with him before. I was like, you made me afraid of you. Like, I don't even want to. Oh my God, I didn't realize I had the sound on still. I was supposed to put it on mute. So I hope you could hear me that whole time. But, yeah, I don't want him to know where I live. I told him, I don't want you to know where I live. Like, that's how fearful I am of you. Like, when I move, like, he doesn't know where I stay now because that's like one of the stipulations I made in order to stay where I'm staying. It was like, you can't go back to him. You can't, So, I've had so many people help me through this breakup, and it's like, now he's kind of like a secret, because I'm like, I can't tell anybody we're back together. A few friends know, but it's like, what kind of relationship is that, And it's not even that. Like I said, like, it's giving control. I'm starting to become a Gen Z. It's giving. But no, it's starting to feel like control, because now you're getting upset that I'm hanging out with other people. And it's like, if you loved me, you would want the best for me, and you would want me to have friends. You wouldn't want me to be up your ass 24/7. So I don't know. I feel like I need a break from him. I feel like I need to focus on myself. I feel like I need to get my own place. I feel like I'm struggling. I feel like, I don't know, like I'm so grateful that I have my friends now, because I don't feel like I would be dealing with all of this well right now. Like, I would have already been in tears making this video. And one of the did I say it was a comedy club? Oh, it is a comedy club, but there was open mic for poetry tonight. So one of the poets was talking about how there's a saying that says, if you like a flower, you pick it. If you love it, you let it grow. And it made me think about the guy that I was seeing before I got in this relationship. And it's like, she said that men that love you will overlook you, leave you alone, because they feel like they don't want to disturb you. They like, she's beautiful, let her bloom. Like, I'm not going to ruin, because I can't step up and be at her level, And it made me think about the guy before, because for me, I felt like he was out of my league. Yeah. And I put him on this pedestal, and I had told him one time, I was like, I put you up here, and I just feel like no matter what, I'd never be good enough for you. And it's like, it put what she said into perspective, because it's like, yeah, I loved him enough that I was like, I'm not going to come in and disturb what you have going for yourself. I feel like me asking to be your girlfriend would be putting too much on your plate. You already take care of your kids, you work, you go to school, you don't need the extra stress in your life. And I loved him enough to not make him sacrifice, any more of his time. And it's just a relationship that never happened. We were friends, and I wanted more, but I also just felt like I wasn't enough, or I wasn't worth enough to ask for more. And granted, if he wanted more, he could have asked too. So it is what it is. But yeah, I really did love that man, and it was the first time I was ever able to admit that I actually love somebody, or actually feel true love, because I've been in relationships and I've told them I loved them, but then when I was going back to it and thinking about it, I was like, yeah, no, that wasn't really love. It was projection, because I was I want them to love me the way that I want to be loved, or I want to be wanted, I want to feel seen. And so it was more of a projection than a love. And so I don't ever feel like before him I ever really loved anybody. I've said it, and maybe I cared for them, I had a place in my heart for them, but it wasn't love, if we're being honest, And that's probably why I'm able to be friends with most of my exes, is because there was nothing ruined, there's no hard feelings, because we ended, even if we ended on bad terms, I forgive you, because at the end of the day, the relationship probably wasn't something I wanted anyway. So I think I'm going to keep this short, because again, I don't feel comfortable in my environment, because it's not my own space, and I feel like I'm whispering, and I'm just gonna end it tonight. I mean, not end it, end this video.